Hello friends, today topic is Citigroup layoffs. Let's rant.
I know I look ugly right now, but I don't even care, bro. I don't care. Yo, tell me why I just went to work today and was there probably an hour. They called me and my lab partner. They said, can you and so-and-so come into the conference room with me? And right then, that moment, I knew we were cooked. Long story short, our positions have been eliminated. The worst part about all of this is I literally started that job because I came from a lab that I got laid off from because the company closed. So I literally have just been here just a little bit over a year. And here I am again, right back in the same freaking position, bro. I can't do this, bro. Like, it took everything in me not to crash out in there on them folks because I am just so angry. I'm so tired. It's like, if it's not one thing, it's another, bro. And on top of that, I'm in the middle of trying to move too. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I've been working in labs in Little Rock since 2021. There are no labs here for real that are paying more than $20 an hour. It took me for 3 months to find this job after I got laid off from my last job. I've worked in 5 different labs at this point. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to apply. I don't know. This is just all so. This is just too much. This is too much. This is too much. This is too freaking much for me.
Does anyone else find this paragraph absolutely insane? Maybe it's just me. Maybe I thought I was getting numb to all the corporate layoffs, but this seems to take it to the next level. This was in Barron's today. Citigroup is making progress on culling its employee ranks as part of its reorganization strategy. On Friday, the company said it laid off or provided layoff notifications to 7,000 employees, bringing it closer to its goal of reducing the staff by 20,000 by 2026. Is that a congrats to Citi? Congratulations, you're closing in on your strategic goal of 20,000 employees being laid off. I know there's no loyalty and corporations don't value what employees do. But this just seems to take it to a next level, right? That, hey, it's just a numbers game. We've got 20,000 and we're well on our way to hitting our goal. It reminds me of that line in Office Space when, was it Peter Gibbons, wishes the 2 consultants, hope their firings go very well and their layoffs are successful. I'm paraphrasing, but you get the idea. I mean, this is just crazy and next level, or am I just reading too much into this? Anyway, have a great weekend.
Oh, look. Citigroup, highly stable company, highly profitable, is doing a round of layoffs because they are restructuring. And their layoffs are killing off over 2,000 jobs. So to all the people that told everyone who works in tech, especially in startups, you should have picked a more stable company to work for, are you going to tell those people getting laid off by Citigroup the same thing? I'm just curious.
I think I'm getting laid off. I just got put a one-on-one on my calendar. And yeah, I don't really know how to feel. Actually, I do. I feel fucking enraged because I've helped this company for so long, built a whole department from scratch, and here I am. I think I am about to get laid off. I'll follow up soon. I was right. I did get laid off. Fucking sucks.
Man, this is crazy. That's a lot of people being cut off. Have a plan.
Thank you for this comment. I just wanted to acknowledge that it absolutely can be very disorienting after such a long-term employment. This is a huge loss that you went through. And to me, like the period after the loss, even in the best circumstances, even if you had retired and not gotten laid off, you would still be feeling a lot of feelings after leaving somewhere after that long. And there's a period of like recalibration is sort of the way I think of it, where you're going to be unraveling your experience that you went through and trying to make sense of it. And I guess if I had any advice for anybody that's going through this situation, it would just be, to have like radical self-compassion for yourself in this situation, because all of that kind of reflecting on what has been can feel really overwhelming, and can bring up a lot of emotions, and it can be really easy to slip into kind of like negative self-talk, shame, guilt, regret, when you have all that stuff swirling around. And so meeting all those kind of feelings with self-compassion, like maybe like forgiving the person that you were in that situation, for example, and trying to maybe find the lesson in it for yourself, has been something that's helped me along the way. So I hope that helps.
Look, I don't know if you all paying attention, TikTok family, but if you're watching the news and you care about what's going to happen to you, and we know TikTok has all these great things and tools, ebooks, and all of this shit and whatnot, quick, easy schemes that they say is so easily to get all this extra money. But if you look and you pay attention, April mass layoffs, I was a part of that. Microsoft laid off 9,000 jobs. This is tech as well, HR and other different positions. Now they're finally officially attacking federal workers. What the hell you think is going to happen? So everybody's supposed to stay in the dark? No assistance? People who worked, paid taxes, did what they were supposed to do. And so now, with this narcissistic regime that we have in office and his little booty lickers of America at his wheel, we're screwed. Now I know we did the boots on the ground. We, black folks, we know how to make it. But this is a different time. This is a different situation. And I'm not saying that we need to scramble and, oh my God, and panic. No, what I'm saying, we have to be strategic in what we do. We're gonna have to learn to get together and plot and save and put whatever we can, because I'm telling you, it's gonna become a time when you better have your paperwork in order. You better have passports. I'm trying to get my stuff together, because we don't know. Well, we know God reigns. We know our daddy above. We know what to do. But still, you still got to do the work. And so as I'm reading the news and I'm thinking, like, we got all this bickering and shit on TikTok and all this other stuff on social media across the, board of the platforms. And I get it. We want to laugh, have fun. But bitches, you paying attention? Are you really paying attention to what's really out here? Are you really following? Now, if you got a corporate position, you making great money. I used to be at that point, but shit, I'm here now. And so if you don't plan and having some type of journal income other than what your salary is bringing in, it's hard. It's going to get hard out here. So I just want to bring awareness. I know I've talked about a lot of things just for me on my page and my niche and all that, or niche. But the reality is kicking in. Like, this shit is different. It's a different time of system that we're in. So we need to start paying attention and focus on unity and checking up on each other, because everybody ain't okay. Y'all take care. God bless.
Citigroup's strategy is to allow employees to work remotely throughout the rest of the year during the holidays, but because it's going through restructuring and it wants to conduct layoffs, that a lot of these employees, when they start the new year, they're not going to have a job. So that's pretty evil, making it seem like these employees get time off and that their company's really taking care of them, but then knowing and having anxiety, the fact that they might not even have a job and have to start searching for a new job during the holiday to protect themselves.
I got laid off today, and I was not going to make a video about this. I wasn't sure that I was going to publicly talk about this, but because we are in 2025 and there is this great layoff movement that is happening and people are going through this every single day, I wanted to come on here and say a couple of things. First things first, if you do not feel secure in your job and if you are afraid of being laid off, trust your discernment. Honey, be prepared. Last year, I recognized that my services were no longer needed within this company. So when the layoff word started being passed around in early 2025, I wholeheartedly believed that my job was going to be at the top of the list of being eliminated. And today, I found out that I was not wrong. So I'll say it again. Step one, if you feel even the teensiest bit of insecurity in that job, believe it. Trust your gut and start preparing. How do you prepare? Get that resume together. Get that resume together. If you are able to hire yourself a career coach, do that also. Prepare yourself. If it's been a while since you've been in the job force and you've actually had to look for a job like myself, you need somebody to help teach you how to interview. Guess what? Cover letters, they're coming back. They're making a comeback. You got to learn how to write a cover letter. You got to learn how to write a cover letter, sis. Okay? You're going to need somebody to help teach you how to do that. You need a resume update. You need to learn how to write a cover letter. You need some career coaching. Okay? Also, looking at recruiting firms. Find what's out there. LinkedIn will not get you where you want to go. Google will not get you where you want to go. Know what industry that you want to work in and start there. And then find a recruiter or a consulting firm that can help you navigate that space. Get specific. Get your notebook out, get your journal out, and be specific in what you're looking for, because you cannot do it on your own. I'm still employed until June 12th, and I'm going to walk you guys through this journey and how I've prepared myself through it, how I prepared my family for it. And do we have everything together? No. However, I will say that mentally being prepared, that is the best place to start. Get your mind prepared. Your body will follow. Everything else will get there. Okay, you don't have to have it all together, but don't be caught off guard. Don't be caught off guard. That's my advice. If you are experiencing or work for one of these big companies and you are looking down the barrel of a layoff in 2025, we're going to talk more about this. I love you guys. Good night.
Always have a plan in place. Just have 2 jobs if you can do it, and make some investments also if you can. I know it's hard out here, but you are going to push forward as hard as you can. Tell me what you think, and thank you for watching. Until next time.